Hey, I am just setting up. Okay, guys. Hello and welcome. The natural way of life. We are in June. Oh my god, June. Where has June gone already? I don't know, guys. So while I'm just letting YouTube do its thing and connect, I'm just gonna do a little energy cleanse to begin. And I just want to say as well, welcoming everyone, whether you're watching live tonight or whether you're watching this back as a replay. I hope you find this video helpful. I'm just going to cleanse the space, cleanse my own energy, allow us to tune in, be grounded, be present, set the intentions for this evening's live, and I hope to be able to connect with as many of you as possible. Okay, so this evening's video is live. I thought it's about time we do a little bit of an energy update, bit of an energy check-in, because yeah, a lot's been going on. Also looking at around the themes of healing trauma, healing pain, ascension. I feel growing pains, that word's coming to mind. Also, we are in a universal 7 month, so I'm going to take you through the themes of that, what that means, what that looks like, and how that may show up. Also, I may do some mini readings as well. I just advise you all to please read the description in the video, because that kind of explains things. Yeah, the readings will depend on my own energy levels. But we will see. We'll see how long I decide to stay on live for. And we'll see if and who joins us. Okay, so I just show you, while we're getting started, a couple of my decks that I just got drawn to this evening to use. So we've got the Keepers of Light Oracle deck here. This is a Kyle Gray deck. Then we have good old trusted Numerology deck, one of my favourites, straight to the point. We've got the Earthcraft Oracle deck here. This is a 44 card deck. I do like the artwork on this. To be honest, that was one of the main reasons I actually got drawn to this deck initially, was because of the beautiful artwork and the bright colours. Then we have, by one of my favourite artists, Tarn Ellis, the Clairvoyant Oracle. Okay, I do love this Oracle deck as well. And I think one of my most recent decks that I got here was the Avatar Oracle, cards for inner alchemy. And again, I don't know, there was just something about, we'll look at some of them, but again, the artwork stood out on them. And that's always my advice, like, if you're ever, you know, trying to purchase, whether it's a deck of cards or crystals, whatever, just go with what you're drawn to. Try not to overthink it. Literally, just go to what you're drawn to, because that, to be honest, is like, yeah, just trust your intuition, because if you overthink it, yeah, you'll probably end up regretting that choice. And also you'll find as well at like different times in your life you may be drawn to different things. That's why I've got such a large collection, because there's probably been times where I've been drawn to certain ones and then maybe I don't use them for months or years, but it's nice to know that they're always there in your library, because this is super important. You know, build your book collection, build your oracle decks, because they're healthy, natural tools at the end of the day. You know, you're not requiring the internet to have to use them. They'll always be there for rainy days. So on that note, just to get the energy flowing, I think I might just pull a couple of cards just to look at some of the themes that we're going to be having this month, just on an energetic kind of level. Yeah, just to get the energy flowing. But I just want to say, a disclaimer too, guys, it's been real intense. Now, if we look at the last couple of years, the last 6-7 years or so, we've been through so much on Earth compared to like so many lifetimes. Like, there's been loads going on. If you're aware, if you're tuned in, you'll know what I'm talking about. But there is just so much happening, and I feel like we're having to deal with so much change so quickly, probably more than ever in history in a lot of ways, because there's so many technological advancements that are happening as well. It's, you know, it's not just energetic, it's not just things changing around us, and there's just so much going on, and it's I feel like it's just a lot for any of us to keep up with, and it takes its toll. Like, you know, we're not really designed to be living at this much of a fast technological pace. You know, I do seriously worry for humanity, I do worry for the world, but me as one person cannot change the world. And I also always remind myself, is like, I cannot control the world, you know, I am not in charge of the world and the earth. And it sucks, because those of us that do feel deeply, I know I feel it in my heart and soul, and it breaks me to know, like, there's so much out of our control, there's so much pain and suffering. So, you know, that is one of the reasons I do like to then come on and try and connect with as many people as we can, help others, you know, because we all need that little bit of extra care and support during these difficult times. It's a lot for people to deal with, and I know a lot of people are really, really struggling. Everyone, you know, in their own ways, but it's a lot. And then last month we did have the 2 full moons in 1 month as well, which is quite a rare astrological occurrence. That does not happen all the time, and that happened. So that was like double, I call it double amplification of, I guess, highlighting to us in our lives, you know, what things are no longer serving us, you know, what do we kind of need to release and move on from to help us grow and to live better, healthier, happier lives. I'm sure there may have been things that came up for you with it being a universal 6 month. You know, a lot of focus was probably around your home, your family life, your community. You know, just pay attention to the things that aren't working, the things that were constantly you're having troubles with, or problem areas in your life, because that's the universe highlighting there the things that aren't working, or maybe the things you need to change or let go of, or, you know, move on from. And it can be hard, because sometimes it could be people, it could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be work, you know, things that you might be really attached to that you've known all your life, but at the end of the day, if they're not serving you and they're just causing you detriment and damage, it's going to take a lot of strength and courage to actually be able to sit there and be like, okay, I need to make changes for me that are going to benefit my life, or, you know, improve my happiness. So I would imagine, I think it's intense for a lot of people. Prior to that as well, we also had like solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, like already in 1 year. Geez, astrologically, like there's a lot going on. And if you follow or listen to other astrologers as well, they'll tell you like there's big things coming up, there's big things happening. So, you know, I am mindful of these things, but I also, like, my one bit of advice is always just like, the best thing I find is just literally just take day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, because it's so hard when you get stuck in that mindset of, oh my God, the worry, the anxiety, the panic, everything in, you know, in the future going forwards. But sometimes it's just like, okay, like, let's just deal with like here and now, right now. And it's like a constant thing of like having to check yourself, you know, because it is a lot. It's a lot. And obviously the mind naturally wanders and goes off to places, and we can't always control that. But sometimes just trying to stay present in that, like, let me just think, let me get through this hour, or let me get through this day, you know, and then see how you feel the next day. And then the day after, that is sometimes an easier way to do it. Hence, you'll probably see it on my channel is like why I'm struggling to put out more content, or to commit to doing regular videos or lives, because it doesn't really work for me. I have to just see how I feel literally on the day, hour by hour, minute by minute. And then it kind of gets disheartening when you're up against like algorithms and millions of people, and it's like, oh, how's your stuff gonna reach people? And you know, then that all starts to like bring you down, and it can just make you feel like giving up, like what's the point? Like, I won't lie, like I definitely have had those thoughts recently, like, should I just give up on my channel? Like, you know, because I do sometimes think, oh, like, is there any point you know, in me still doing this? But then I think, well, you know, even if I can help one person, or, you know, still connect with people, but it's very hard. And I think in general, that's like with a lot of these social platforms now, is like, unless you're pumping out content, which is not unnatural, by the way, sorry, which is not natural, 24/7, like every day, you know, they're these people that seem to suddenly blow up and get all this growth. I don't know, it doesn't seem natural to me. But it is a shame then, yeah, because sometimes like I can put so much energy and effort into sharing stuff, for example, or creating things which may just look really simple on the outside eye, but actually have taken hours to put together. And yeah, and then it's kind of disheartening, like when you feel like no one sees it, or it hasn't reached anybody. And yeah, it can make you just feel like giving up. So yeah, I have been battling with that, guys, I won't lie. It's the same as well, like I've started doing more with my writing, but even then it's like, it just feels like everything now is I'll log on it, for instance, even to the Substack account, and that's why on YouTube I turn off notification things too, or history, because you constantly see people, and I'm thinking, how can you guys literally every minute, every day, multiple times a day be posting stuff? Like, what? Like, it's for me, that's just too much. But then it's like, you're not up, like you're not keeping up with that's why I deleted it, to be honest, years ago, when I used to have social media, because it just doesn't work for me. It's just all does not feel good, it doesn't feel natural. It's like, but then I also know it's like, it is a way to connect with other people. So yeah, I'm definitely battling with that. So, you know, this is me, I always share with you guys. I'll be vulnerable, I don't care, I'm real. I always pride myself on that. Yeah, you might not be everyone's cup of tea, and not everyone's going to agree with everything you say, but it is, at the end of the day, about keeping things real. And yeah, like, I'm a human, I'm not a robot, so there's only, well, I'm a spiritual being having human experiences here on earth, so I'm trying to navigate it, I guess, the best way I can. So, one moment. Okay, so yeah, I said I'm just gonna do some cards first. I'm just gonna look at the energy for this month and like collective messages. Then I'm probably gonna go into like what might be coming up for people, then look at the 7 energy and whatnot. So yeah, if you're watching, read the description, it'll give you a little more insight. So my first deck I'm just gonna go to is the Carl Grey deck. So I haven't used this one for a little while. let's have a look. Okay, I'm just going to give them a shuffle. So I'm just going to ask collectively, like, what messages for the collective. So I always say with the messages and guidance that comes through, like, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Because, yeah, not everything is going to fit for every person. But let's shuffle, let's have a little look what's going on. So, collective message. Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. My favourite. My goddess card has actually come out, the Bridget. Oh my God. Guys, if you resonate with this, this is connecting to your inner strength, okay? So right, because I feel like that's always what pulls me through. Inner strength, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Let's try and rest. I can't believe she made that appearance for me. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Well, if any of you guys know, yeah, Bridget has appeared on several lives before. Oh wait, I'm just seeing chat. Tanya, hello queen. Yeah, I didn't message you because I figured that you were going to be busy and out, so I knew you'd probably be too busy, but you did make it. It's kind of good because I'm going to be talking about your 7 energy a lot in a bit, so yeah, brace yourself for that. So let's have a look at Bridget. What's going on with Bridget? Now, Bridget is one of my spirit guides. Bridget has come out before for me. If you've watched my videos and lives, you're probably going to see that. So, she's a Celtic goddess, in case any of you don't know. It's from Ireland. So, this extended message from Goddess Bridget over here. This is the spiritual fire is growing within us. So a lot of us may feel that flame, that energy rising up. Recognize the power of your soul is greater than you think. It's true. Our power within is greater than any way our mind could possibly try and comprehend. You know, you've come a long way since you began this journey. There is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of new projects, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you may imagine. So call on the fiery Goddess Bridget to light the way ahead. I think it's a beautiful message, and it really does tie in with the themes we have going on here. Do you know what I mean, guys? And I think as part of the video description I'd even written about like us feeling disconnected. I don't know if anyone else feels that, but there's definitely times where I can feel so disconnected. Like there's times where I used to feel so connected, like I'd make so much time for spirit, I'd make so much time to, you know, be doing all my energy connections. But then more so recently, it's like when you're going through so much, you're dealing with pain or emotions or trauma, things that are coming up for healing. It's like sometimes it can take you away, but you're never fully disconnected. You always still have that light within you. I think that's, you know, really important to remind ourselves of. Do you know what I mean? So let's see if there's another message from this deck that's going to come out. But oh, I don't feel so alone now. Look, my dear Bridget is there with me. Oh. Right, let's give these another shuffle. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, oh, then we also have Deanna, focused intention. Okay, so this one's thinking about what you desire. Set your sights high and expect the best possible outcomes. Again, this is great advice, but it's so hard to implement, you know, when you may be full of worry and fear. But just keep checking yourself. You know, every time the doubt sets in, really and truly, I want you to like recheck yourself and be like, hold on a minute. No, best possible outcome. Like, what's the best possible thing that could happen here? So I'm loving this like feminine energy that is literally like coming through. So this is also connected with moving forwards with unwavering faith, which is totally connected with the 7 energy of this month, like taking leaps of faith. You know, I know Tanya's on here, she won't mind saying she's, yes, a life path 7, and I'm sure a lot of her life themes have been around taking leaps of faith. So yeah, knowing the universe is supporting you, it's knowing that there's a higher power, whatever you choose to believe, there is that energy that is there to support and help you. So Deanna here, this beautiful goddess, is helping to awaken your divine ability to manifest what you deserve. Ooh, guys, I'm loving this. Any fears only a reminder that whatever you're working on or through is an important issue for your growth. Ooh. So your focus is strong now, and you'll be particularly powerful at the full moon, which will be later towards the end of this month. And you may be aware of night owl tendencies. I can relate to that last night. I was up at what time in the early hours? So yeah, I don't know if there's any other night owls on here, but yeah. Just know though, if you are being drawn to be more awake during the early hours, like the night owl, that's because your like angels, your guides are trying to send you important messages that you're actually missing during the day due to a busy schedule. So this is actually just tied into literally what I was just saying before, but put some time aside every day to do like deep meditation to receive your guidance or to connect with your spirit team, because then it's easier for them when you put that time aside. Otherwise they're having to try and like interrupt you to actually get your attention, if that makes sense, guys. Ooh, they look so beautiful there. Then what deck do I want to go to next? I actually just really like those two messages collectively right now. I think I'm gonna leave it at those two messages right now, I think. If I feel drawn to add to them, because I just think they look really nice there on the screen as well. So yeah, I hope those messages like resonate with you guys. And yeah, back to the I mentioned as well about the healing, trauma, ascension. I feel a lot of us are going to be called to look at what's coming up in our lives at the moment. Now, I wrote about this a few days ago on my blog, so I'll only share it briefly because I don't want to overshare. But yeah, there were definitely things that have been coming up that are resurfacing in my consciousness from literally years, decades ago, that are coming back up for healing. So this is really important to be aware of, because as I say to people, is like, we can't always control healing. Like, healing's always going to be happening. Oh yeah, sure, Tanya, don't worry, it's fine. Yeah, healing's always going to be happening, and we can't control always like what comes up and when, and that's the difficulty with trauma, because it can impact you in the moment, but then often what we do is we just go into survival, and like we can shut things down or press things down, or it's a survival technique. It's not like anyone's sitting there thinking or planning that. And then what happens is, over time, and this is what I found really, really interesting, like with my own traumas and stuff and things I deal with, is like, sometimes we think we've dealt with them, and then sometimes out of nowhere, like what mine did at the beginning of the week, things were literally coming up from like 20 freaking years ago, but in my mind it like started to make some kind of logical sense upon my own path on my journey and different healing things, and I was like, whoa. But it's like when you're going through these crises, like then trying to still navigate everyday life, it's like it's so hard. Nothing prepares you for it. No one prepares you for it. It's just one of those challenges of life. But I mention that because I feel, as I just mentioned at the beginning, like these astrological events that are happening, I do feel like a lot of us that are doing the work, going through the growth and the ascension, like things are going to be coming up into your energy fields for you to work on in order to help you grow in this lifetime, you know. So, and that's the difficulty, because often when we think we're over stuff, or like literally had forgotten about things for years, or you just kind of get on with things, like, yeah, and then boom, something can literally just knock you down like a truck, and like then you have to relive things. And I guess that ties in with like PTSD as well. It's all connected. or CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, which, you know, a lot of people that have had traumatic upbringings will suffer with too. So I just wanted to say to people, like, if you are also relating with that, if you are having things coming up for healing, if you're working through current challenges, past challenges, be gentle and kind with yourself, and as much as you can, just try and allow yourself to sit and to feel. You know, there's no right or wrong way to process that. Like, the only thing you can do is just what happens for you in that moment. Sometimes I even like speak out loud to myself, because, you know, I have tried therapy through the years, but it's like I still feel that sometimes shame of talking to other people or actually speaking out loud the reality of my life or things that have happened, and I'm like, yeah, I don't necessarily feel so comfortable doing that. So sometimes just speaking out loud to myself, writing, obviously I've shared that writing has been one of my tools that's helping. Sometimes I do wish I had more support, but you know, we all have our individual paths for a reason. Clearly my spirit guide's reminding me that she was here today. But yeah, so yeah, guys, like, if you're relating, just really be gentle with yourself, because I don't have all the answers. You know, I don't think anyone's ever meant to have them all. And a lot of the time, like, everyone's journeys are individual, so what works for one may not for another. And I don't like that preachy approach of, like, you know, do this is the way to do it, the only way to do it, this is what's going to work for you. It's like, no, because everyone is an individual. So all I can do is just, like, bless you guys and literally send you the healing that you need to get through this. And just, as I said, take minute by minute, day by day, hour by hour. But I do think a lot is coming up, and I feel energetically like something has, because I don't think it's just me, I do think this is happening with, like, on a broader scale. But it's almost like something's been triggered, like whether it's a planetary thing, an energetic thing, like the things are resurfacing to be healed and dealt with. Because why is it, like, for example, why is it from something from 20 years ago I'm only now making some kind of, like, logical sense of, or, you know, reliving and being like, oh damn, like, do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's really interesting, because even through many other years where I went through deep healing, it's like that particular thing I don't necessarily remember coming up. So it's very fascinating stuff is what I'm getting at there. And also ascension, like, if you're feeling things in your body, I think I wrote about it too, it's like the body holds the score kind of thing. Like, your body is holding these deep-rooted emotional pains and traumas, and sometimes it doesn't matter, like, how healthy you can be, how active you could be. Those things obviously help, don't get me wrong, in a lot of cases, but when there's, like, the emotional side to it, those root causes, it's like there's always going to constantly be problems, because the body is trying to communicate with us. You know, your body is part of you, and that's trying to communicate that something's not quite right. So yeah, and with it being this universal 7-month, it really ties us into the deep thinking. Like, here, the word reflection is literally written in my little planner here. It says monthly reflection. Yeah, this is a month to reflect. Is more of an inwards energy, which may also explain why I'm having these inward experiences on the outside. It's like, people think, oh, you look good, you look fine, like, but this is what I mean, like, you never genuinely know what people are going through. Classic example, there's a woman working at the tills on the shop the one day, and you know, to the outside eye, just glancing, you think, oh, she's smiling, chatting away. And you know, it broke me. The words she said to the woman she was talking to in French, she said, oh, I'm only alive because of the pills the doctor gave me. Like, she literally said it. She's like, I'm on borrowed time anyway. She was like, otherwise I wouldn't even be here. And like, it was so sad. And she said it through this, like, kind of fake smile, but I could see in her eyes and in her soul, it was heartbreaking. And I just thought, oh my God, this poor woman is, like, getting up to go to work every day. Do you know what I mean? Having to deal with people. And, like, she must be breaking inside. And, like, she's literally only staying alive, as she put it, because of her medication. And it's like, it's soul destroying. And that's what I mean, is like, on the outside, you think, oh, people look fine, they're not going through anything. But internally, people can be living in absolute turmoil. So, you know, just where we can, try and be kinder and more supportive to others. Even you know, when we're going through our own things, because, you know, I always say, like, treat others how we would like to be treated. But it is hard because some people are just genuinely, like, not nice anyway. But, you know, this is the month of reflection, like, so it won't be uncommon. Even those of us that don't have 7 energy, this month energy will call us inwards to, like, reflect. Do you know what I mean? To reflect inwards and reassess our lives. It's a time of deep thinking. But 7s have to be careful because 7 is an air element, and that air element is to do with the mind. So it's also not uncommon for people that hold that 7 energy to be very internal, to literally mentally go through a lot as well, to always be in their minds. Okay, like, again, people can see them and think they know them, but I always say it, they'll never really know them, because what goes on in the mind isn't always what is outwardly shown. Oh, Tanya's wrote, oh, I bet that's difficult when you're going through that, but then people come along and get angry at people for no reason. Yeah, exactly. It's really tough. Really tough. 7 is also a great energy and number for studying and learning. Let me just read from my other notes here, guys. Yeah, studying, learning. It's a very deep spiritual number as well. So, like, I this is where probably this month I am going to find myself digging deeper, going deeper, you know, that mystical element of things. You know, I love it. I'm drawn to it. I actually have 7 as a challenge number, so it's interesting. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that many people with a 7 life path, 7 destiny number, 7 soul urge, are born on the 7th. They're gonna have that kind of like spiritual, mystical element to them. But be careful, as I said, because it's an air energy. It can also be almost like a hurricane, because hurricane is connected with air energy too. So, you know, it could feel like you literally have a hurricane going on in your mind. You know, you could either have bliss or chaos going on. It's about finding that balance. And also, 7 is logic. Yeah, they like logic and logical thinking and to analyze things, but it's like, don't get too caught up in overthinking it either, and, you know, tune in more to the intuition rather than the overthinking. But, you know, it's a great time to investigate things as well, using that intuition, using your better judgment, okay? But on the flip side, I always talk about, you know, both sides of the energy, and the themes there is like, it's great for learning and processing information. So if you do need to do anything that requires learning, great month. But 7s may end up feeling very isolated, very alone, living in solitary sometimes, or they may need that solitude to recharge themselves. You know, they might need that seclusion. May come across as like, you know, very secretive or private, which, you know, that's them. So, you know, if that's not really what you're looking for, probably don't date a 7. Yeah, no, just saying. And yeah, sometimes they might even come across as like distant, cold, removed, or withdrawn, and quite lonely. You know, loneliness, yeah, is definitely, can be something a 7 will battle with. That 7 energy. You know, they need that time alone, but then on the flip side, they may battle with like chronic loneliness. You know, it's all a scale of things, isn't it? And I mentioned trauma. Yeah, trauma is in the notes too, because that's something that's definitely coming up. Let's have a look. But because it's a private number, I say that, secretive, make good investigators. It might be this month as well that, you know, things that are hidden or, you know, below the surface, maybe that 7 energy will cause us to kind of dig and reveal some of those. So don't be surprised if things kind of come to the surface is what I meant to say. But yeah, and on the flip side of the 7 energy, they can just be prone to a lot of worry, a lot of overthinking, a lot of anxiety, misery, grief, despair, depression. Depression is also a 7 energy too. Like, the word depression literally adds to 7 in numerology, guys. So I always think, yeah, 7s need to be very mindful of that, because it's something that can directly affect them on their life path and on their journey. I mean, a lot of people will suffer with it, but yeah, more so with a 7, because they are so inwardly, you know, their energy is more inwards. And also, I think a lot of us might be called into the themes of soul searching, you know, that deeper, what are we here for? What's the purpose of our soul? Like, what are we here to learn? You know, like the deeper meanings of life. That 7 energy is definitely gonna, definitely running through. But just be wary of being, you know, too cynical. But yeah, use this month, use this energy, you 7s, to build your inner strength, develop your inner self, and all things spiritual. That's one of the best bits of advice I can give you. And, you know, embrace any time you do need alone and that you get alone. You might also feel tested. Yeah, the tests of life may be coming at you. But yeah, use your time to reflect, to analyze, to study, to teach, and just to go within. Ask questions, seek answers. You know, sometimes with the 7, they can literally be brought to their knees to humble them back down, to realize that, you know, the universe, spirit, God, whatever people want to call it, there's that energy above that's helping. But yeah, it's either with a 7, it's either like peace or chaos. It's like, as I said, it's like hurricane energy, it's air energy, isn't it? So the air's either like, yeah, really cool, or like literally it's I don't know, it's a hard one to describe. But yeah, guys, I would just definitely say, like, embrace that time within, embrace your spiritual connections, and reflect and ask your deeper questions. Connect with your soul, like, what is going on for you? So, like, for instance, with Tanya, like, as she's a 7 life path, like, this will be quite a big month for her. Like, I'm a 6, last month was like very big for me. And sometimes when I say big, it's like, I don't know, are people expecting, like, I don't know, to win the lottery or something crazy? No, but they can often be subtle shifts or energy shifts, or even just like a thought, or things that may happen that just change your thinking, change part of your journey or your path, you know, these things that shift us a little bit. And you'll just feel the energy is more amplified and connecting with your path, your journey, depending on where the numbers show in your charts. But, you know, like I discussed, these are a lot of the themes that are going to be coming up. So I hope that, you know, kind of makes sense for you guys. I hope it feels somewhat relatable. And often, sometimes the beauty with the reflection element of things is often sometimes it will be after it happens, or, you know, as the time passes, then you may feel better then to analyze that. Tanya, looking forward to it. I'm already thinking different, to be honest, to the future of business and my goals. Yeah, you see, so I definitely think for you, Tanya, it's like, yeah, there's going to be different like shifts happening and taking place that will then change even like the course of your journey or the path of your journey. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting. And also, like, I feel as well for you is like to keep embracing your spiritual side, your spiritual practice, because you really need that as a base and a foundation. Tanya, yeah, like getting my life in order. Yeah, that's it. Whatever you're called to or drawn to do. Okay, while this deck's open, let's just pull a card for Tanya, okay? Let's see what guidance, and then I'll let Tanya choose another deck, but let's see what guidance is kind of come through for Tanya? Like, what message does she most need to hear currently? Let's have a shuffle. Let's shuffle and see. Ooh, this one's come out. Let's have a look. Ooh, charity. This is interesting. You got the charity card. Oh, beautiful. This is prayer and contemplations. This might actually kind of tie in with literally what you were just saying, Tanya. So this is about connecting with heaven, and ask and you shall receive. So if there's something you need, you know, this is about faith, hope, charity. It's a very powerful message actually when this one comes out, I have to say. So it's drawing you close. This energy is drawing close to you at this time, because she's recognized that you have goodness in your heart and you have put others first. Oh my gosh, you always do that. And she's bringing you thanks and support. So you've been guided to move into prayer, meditation, with regards to any decisions you have to make at this time. So it's really important that you kind of quiet your mind and go inwards to get those answers. So take that time to breathe, and then you're going to receive. Know that you'll have a real surge of intuition when it's time to move forwards. Okay, so you've got to trust that feeling when you start to feel it. Yeah, and welcome in, you know, the energies, your spirit team, welcome them in to help you and guide you. And if there is things that you genuinely need, it's like, ask and you're going to get them. You know, take on that mindset and believe that for yourself. So that's your message that's coming through with that card. Okay, my other card decks I have is obviously Numerology deck. That's what's out today. Hold on. Clairvoyant Oracle. Then we have Avatar Oracle. Then we have Earthcraft Oracle. So if there is a particular one you're drawn to, let me know. Tanya, oh my god, every day I've been going to and from home on train. I keep seeing the house I love. Ooh. Okay, so manifesting your new home. Write a list, ask and you shall receive. Ask and it shall be given. Exactly. But yeah, if there's another deck out of those four there that you're drawn to, let me know and I can get a card out of there for you. Also, Tanya, I'm just getting the word come through to me, teepee. A teepee. I don't know if I know what they are. TP. Yeah, I don't know if a TP may be relevant, but I'm just going to mention that to you. Oh, okay. So we have the Avatar Oracle deck, Numerology deck, Clairvoyant Oracle deck, and then Earthcraft Oracle deck. I hope you saw those. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready in chat and I can go to one of those for you. I don't know why I'm seeing you like doing a teepee or camping of some sort. And maybe you're gonna have a little camping trip. Oh, wait, that's crazy. Tanya wrote, looked at a barbecue earlier and it was shaped like a teepee. Wow, that's what it is then. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, I can literally just see you doing this like outside life. Okay, yeah, I'll go to this deck for you. Yeah, this like outside life, and oh, you need to embrace that, honestly. Right, let's have a look at this deck. Yeah, so what? Embrace your garden. You've got great space there. I'd literally turn that into a little campsite. Yeah, do send me a picture. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle these for you. So we're going to ask for Tanya's highest vibrational good. Let's have a look. Oh, I love this card deck. Let's have a look. Tanya, I don't know if I've mentioned this name to you before, but I'm hearing the name Derek coming through. Oh, look at this. This is the Inner Wisdom card. Oh my god. I feel like this is all connecting to your intuition and like your psychic senses, because you've just got your like everyday face and then you've got this like eagle here. It's like watching over higher discernment. Higher discernment is needed, is what I'm hearing. And then obviously 6 years connected to your third eye chakra. Very interesting. Right, your visions are going to get clearer, but only when you look into your heart. Who looks inside awakens. Ooh, who looks inside awakens. That's definitely going to be a theme for this month for you. Right, so this card, let me just, there we go. Hope you can see that. Right, this is encouraging your limitless abilities as a seer. You know what a seer is, right? It's like your psychic ability to see. So the stronger your connection to source, the greater your ability to utilize your gifts. So it's in your natural state to be psychic. We know, but I keep telling you this, right? So trust your inner vision and your heart's compass. So facilitating a clearer connection to source, you know, spirit, source, whatever you want to call it, removes barriers within you that limit the flow of love, inspiration, and guidance. If your beliefs limit your infinite potential in any way, look deeper and understand that there is no fear in love. True love gives you wings to explore the deeper realms within you and does not in any way limit your true expansive nature. So, yeah, as fast-paced as the world can be with all its illusionary distractions, it's vital that you take time to connect to the light of pure love within you. So yeah, try and limit other distractions, other energies, and really just focus this time like on your own energy and be mindful of any, you know, energies you're consuming. Okay, yeah, because when you go into that place of stillness, that's when you're literally gonna connect with source and your energy will be replenished and wisdom will be yours. Wisdom will flow through you as visions, insights, and telepathic guidance. These infinite blessings of love are yours to utilize, and they're going to guide you and empower you through Earth's changing times. So you really need to go within to get your answers and know that that universal love is surrounding you and it awaits your divine connection so it can bring ideas, inspiration, and magic into your life. Because it's also true, because you're always getting like downloads of ideas and inspiration, and that is because you're so connected spiritually and you've got that creative energy. It just naturally flows through you. And this is, I think you've mentioned it there, yeah, your third eye. This is connected to your third eye and your crown chakra. So a little basic exercise you can even do to practice is like focus on a natural element, such as like, you know, like a leaf, and then stay present and then notice all the intricate details on the leaf while allowing like unconditional love and gratitude and awe to just fill your entire being. When you like slow down and start noticing all the small tiny details, that is going to help strengthen your third eye abilities. I'm just going to read what you've written here as well. Tanya wrote, sure, yes, you do keep telling me. I do. Yes, oh my god, I love that card so much, and I feel that actually is resonating so much at the moment. See, yeah, I felt like the cards are really spot on today. Tanya wrote, I've been making the choice to sit in parks and relax alone, then can be around, where's that gone? Relax alone and can be around people who could, I think meant to say can't be around people who bring you down. Perfect. yeah, the ideas have been flowing so much to the point I can't keep up. Please get yourself like a diary, like, you know how I've always got my little notepads, so you can literally start like an inspiration diary and you can write everything down, because then it's going to be easier to remember and come back to these things. January, I've also been doing that and it calms me so much. Yeah, because you've got a true gift, like you need to use it and work with it. And I feel like for you, it's more so that it's like, it's just going to help you in your everyday life and situations. And you know, like when you come in life and you maybe have challenges or you're going through certain things, like when you're going to be so in tune and at one, like, and you're connected with source, like that's going to allow all the help that you need. Do you know what I mean? Like you won't need to go externally anywhere for your answers or guidance, because it's all going to be flowing through you, and you're going to fill yourself with more love, so you know to trust yourself more and to trust the information and the guidance and the help that's coming through to you. So I hope that one resonates, Tanya. I felt like that was really deep. I really felt that message for you. Sure, I have got one, just need the sun to be out more so I can relax and let the writing flow. Yeah, perfect, because I literally do it, like sometimes I'll just squiggle like ideas, like it could be so random, but otherwise like it makes my brain like too overwhelmed if I've just got all these thoughts constantly spinning in my mind. It's just like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's good to have somewhere to put them, but it also ties in with just like, yeah, being organized. But I would literally just even get yourself a little pocket one, so you can literally keep it with you when you're out and about, pocket and pen, because you probably just get your ideas coming through like all the time, don't you? Let's have a shuffle. Any more guidances for Tanya? Oh, okay, Tanya. This one's also just come out. Look, golden treasures. Wow. Oh, okay, perfect. You always have one on you. Perfect. Look at this, golden treasures. Why do I feel like you're literally going to get a pot of gold? And it says golden treasures. Like, maybe you are going to get some goodness coming your way. I think you are. Right. Listen to this for a wise word quote. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Tanya's laughing. That's her in the park sitting under the tree. Okay, Tanya, so whatever it is you're scared of right now, whatever it is you're scared to do or to enter, that is where the treasure lies. So you've got to look within. Is like, what are you scared of? Like, what's holding you back? Because that's where the treasure is for you. Right, you can embrace many lessons during the course of your life in order to overcome cyclic patterns, basically common patterns of suffering, and find peace, contentment, and happiness. These lessons are the golden treasures of your soul. Although challenging, they enrich your spirit with greater perspective, awareness, wisdom, and expanded consciousness. And these are the treasures that you carry through to the next stage of conscious evolution. Stay conscious as your spiritual lessons continue to unfold before you. Being conscious of the patterns in your life and viewing the experience from a higher perspective, you are better able to understand what in you is attracting that particular experience. Because with every challenge, it's important to find the hidden treasure and reflect on how you can grow from that experience. The answer that is revealed to you is the treasure you collect for your soul's next incarnation. Remember, you can choose to hold treasures such as strength, compassion, and gratitude, or hold on to emotions that basically don't help your soul's growth. So this is about you as well, staying conscious, okay, and carrying your treasures home. Tanya wrote, I know what's holding me back. It's gonna cause a lot of drama. Ooh, that's interesting, Tanya. So this card is also connecting you, where's it gone, to your heart chakra. So this is about connecting to your heart, so you got to tune into that and listen. It's also saying pick a stone the size of your hand for every experience in your life that weighs you down. Wow. This could be unresolved feelings towards others, someone from your past, maybe you haven't forgiven or feel resentment towards. Carry the stone with you throughout the day. And how do they make you feel? Obviously that's going to make you feel weighed down, isn't it? But I think that's the point in the exercise. It's like realizing, yeah, okay, you're going to have to tell me off live, okay. But yeah, just embrace experiences that allow you to grow and expand. This again, these are typical, I think, 7 energy cards, because they're very deep. Like the messages that come with those souls are like messages with those cards. They are very deep, and like they're a lot about like introspection, aren't they? And like inwards. But I do honestly feel for you, Tanya, like wherever it is you're scared to go, or whatever it is you're scared to do, that on the other side of that is like, that's where the treasure's gonna lie. That's the biggest takeaway with this. And like literally it might like blow your mind, but the possibility is there. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, you had a lot of deep ones in true 7 style this month for you, Tanya. Like you did have a lot of deep messages that came out. Ooh, a lot of deep messages. Gosh, I think I need a little breather a minute just to take that in. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Okay guys, anyone else on the live, please read the video description, and of course if you have any questions or would you like any guidance, just let us know in chat. Tanya wrote, yeah, but I love the deep and real. That's what it's all about. That's what I like to do. Of course. Okay, I'm just gonna have to pull one for myself, aren't I? Because why not? Okay, I'm gonna pull for myself. And let's see what deep and wonderful message is gonna come out for me. Okay. For my highest vibration of good, what message is there for me at this time? Let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, let's see. I got the energy exchange card, and that's pretty nice. Oh, and I got the visionary card. Tanya's making me laugh. I like my cards like I like my people. Real. Yeah, it's all about the real around here. Yeah. Okay, these are the 2 I got. Okay, this is really interesting. Energy exchange. Gonna just see what it says. I mean, obviously, if anyone wants to like add in any insights, you're more than welcome. Let's see. Right. Take time to replenish your energy. You cannot serve from an empty vessel. God damn, ain't that the truth? Energy is exchanged from one being to another, consciously and unconsciously. You can draw energy from others, and others can draw energy from you. Yep. The energy circuit of giving and receiving is what connects us all in the divine matrix of life. This card is coming to bring awareness to your levels of energy. Ugh, yeah, the universe is telling me, and the energy exchange patterns that you use in everyday life. Your light is radiant, and because of that, there is a natural attraction from lower vibrating souls to draw upon your energy for their own nourishment. Ugh, story of my life. This can sometimes leave you feeling depleted. Although your energy is well intended, as you do so much to inspire others to the light within them, it's just as important that you replenish your own sources. Take care of yourself and ensure your cup stays full by nourishing your own body. The more energy you embody, the greater ability to share and assist others. Damn! I just got told. Do you see what I'm saying? I just got told. Anyway, it's telling me I should do some pampering, get a massage, self-care, absorb the sun, yellow and green coloured fruit, veggies, all of that good stuff. Yeah, that's a very nice message though, but let's see what Tanya's saying, hold on. Okay, mine are green and blue, and yes, very blue. Tanya wrote, this is what you always say about the energy exchange. I know, it's true though, isn't it? And I do feel like, yeah, I especially need to put extra time and energy for myself, because, yeah, I can't keep always giving when I've barely got. So, yeah, I got red on that one. I have to laugh because look, what's the fun if I can't even pull a card for myself? Do you know what I mean? I need to re-nourish myself, I think. But I don't know if you caught that bit at the beginning anyway, but I was kind of saying that about just like how I'm feeling about online and everything at the moment. So yeah. And then I got the visionary card. And this is: the secret of change is to focus all your energy, not fighting the old, but on building the new. Oof, again, I'm probably getting told. So before you were born, you envisaged a world of peace, oneness, and love. I still do. You saw yourself as being of service to humanity, to guide souls through this time of transition and evolutionary change. If you've drawn this card, Spirit wishes to remind you of these powerful visions residing in the blueprint of your soul. These visions that pull on your heartstrings may not always be easy to carry, especially in an environment that does not support or nurture your visionary path. So freaking true. But it's reminding me, have faith. As you continue to spiritually evolve, the world you once knew, with all its distractions and constraints, will fade away. Out with the old, in with the new. Synchronistic doors of opportunity will open. I really hope so. And support from souls who embrace your vision will appear. Oh, I would love to have support. That would be great. Do not allow doubt or limiting beliefs to hold you back. Each time you dream and envision a better world, you break down the many concrete barriers that exist today. Trust your ability as a visionary leader and create the dream that is in your soul. Keep moving forwards. This is connected to my heart and my third eye. It's very true though. That is very true as well. Yeah, Tanya's even saying, yes, getting told you were fighting against the online, but I feel that's telling you to continue. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, they're very deep messages. Like, those messages have like definitely given me food for thought, so to speak, and also like gentle but harsh reminders. Do you know what I mean? Definitely gentle but harsh reminders. Yeah, it's true, as Tanya says, you're the one that holds you back. Yeah, but it's hard, isn't it? Because they're like working through my own like barriers and yeah, stuff. But also, yeah, just like replenishing my own energy first, and like, yeah, maybe I just have to be a bit more gentler on myself, that like, yeah, I need a little bit more time to just re-nourish, re-heal, and hopefully come back out on the other side more, what's the word I'm looking for? More revived, more replenished. Definitely. But you know, as I talked about the themes anyway for this month, it's definitely encouraging me, I think, back onto my spiritual path, my spiritual development and connections and grounding and foundation, because that's ultimately like what's going to help me most through life. So yeah, I've enjoyed this one, and I'm sure Miss Tanya will share some more insights with me when we catch up. What's Tanya right here? Yeah, because you're a lot like me, would love natural, no internet, but then we have to kind of accept that this is how the world is going and we need to work with it, not against it. Yeah, it just really depresses me. Really depresses me, but it's like, I guess, using it in a certain way that can help us connect, you know, in the world and help in certain ways, isn't it? You know, it's interesting stuff. I'm gonna keep my cards out here. I think I'm actually just like then gonna sit and journal with them in a bit. But my battery is battery is going down really fast. So Tanya, please this is a reminder that you messaged me of what you were going to tell me, because I'm very intrigued. And yeah, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna reflect, and in true 7 style this month, I'm just gonna go within and yeah, make that time. And I think I need to set that as a daily thing, as well as like, you know, like you set the time aside, don't you, to like have your food or to do your dishes. It's like I'm gonna be putting the time back in my diary to literally be like, that's it, time to connect with spirit now. Yeah, that's fine, Tanya, you know, I like listening, it's fine. But yeah, I strongly encourage you all to do that this month, is like really go inwards, reflect, like what's working in your life, what's not, sources with us, spirits with us. Yeah. And I think with my next live, when I do one or video, I'm probably going to try and set it a little bit more in advance, so I think more people will have a chance to get notified. Although, like I said, I do struggle with that because I just have to see how I feel on the hour or on the day. But I just to touch on quickly, is like there is a lot of energetic things still happening this month. Like we have the summer solstice approaching, which is like the longest night. No, the longest day and the shortest night, which is a beautiful time of year. You know, flowers should be blooming now in gardens. They should start to bloom. It is really my favourite time of year. I just wish we had a bit of better weather here. But again, energetically, like that can either really energize people, that like solstice kind of new moon energy, or it can really like deplete people's energy. It kind of depends. But if you feel like it's been depleted, it's probably because you've been asked to rest and recharge and allow your system to get its upgrades. You know what I mean? So be gentle with yourselves. And then towards the end of the month, I think it's the end of June, we have another Mercury retrograde coming up. So I'm always kind of like, give yourself extra time, plan, back things up. And this would probably be where communication is not going to be great with people. It's often other people that are making errors, or, you know, technological issues and whatnot come up. So I kind of do dread the retrogrades when they come up, because it's like, ugh. And then having that awareness, you can kind of see where, yeah, these issues kind of arise for people. And I guess have a little more compassion to like not everyone that knows what's going on. So yeah, thank you everybody who's watched live and everybody who will watch this back. Hope it's been helpful to you guys. Sending you all lots of love and healing through these difficult times. Wishing you the best, and I will connect with you guys again soon. Have a wonderful evening. Later.